Okay, this is one of the best trail bikes, or off-road bikes we'll call it, that basically no one knows about. It's kind of an unsung hero of the bike world. This is a 2012 through 15 Yamaha WR450. Now, you go, oh, I'm not a 450 guy. Well, for off-road trail bikes, these aren't too bad, and I'm going to talk about why this bike is pretty good, and if you can find one for a good deal, I say get it. So here's a good look at this thing right now. Okay, so these bikes, one of the main good aspects of this bike is the motor is a good, reliable, it's a 5-valve motor from Yamaha. This is the motor that James Stewart and Chad Reed all won races on. This is a basic YZ450 motor that was good, strong, and reliable. What Yamaha did was put this engine into basically the YZ250F chassis, so to speak, and added fuel injection. Now, one of the things they did when they did this, that was really cool, they added fuel injection, but this bike is like I don't know if it was green sticker or red sticker in California, but it was very legal, so it was really choked down. So we're going to talk about what they did and how to make it better. So the first thing is real simple. First of all, you need to do all the mods at one time, or it doesn't benefit you. So when you're doing these mods, you want to do them all together. If you do one mod, like say you just modify your exhaust, or the bike will actually run worse. So to start with, you need to buy the ECU from GYTR. They make a whole different CDI box. It plugs in on the left side of the bike, and we'll show you pictures of that. I'll list that out for you. So you have to switch that ECU. It's a programmable ECU, and it's actually fairly inexpensive. It's under $100 online, and it's not for sale in California. You have to buy it outside of California. So that's what we were able to do. So, and since we're not riding this bike in California, we're all good. So we switched out that ECU. So when you do that, now the bike is programmable with the Yamaha tuner, or you can just run the map that comes with it, which is really good. But you can tune on it more, which we have that tuner, and there are a bunch of maps online, and then you'll be able to switch it to there. Now that tuning tool is like $250. So you don't really have to have that. If you know anybody that has one, you can use theirs to map with it, or change things, but the stock map is pretty good. No popping, anything like that. So one of the first things you have to do on the throttle body is switch out. They actually have a throttle stop in the throttle body that keeps the thing like only going like half throttle. So you for sure have to switch that. Then the airbox needs to be completely opened up because the thing is really choked down. So to do it correctly, you got to take the airbox completely off the bike and cut the entire top of the airbox off, like more like a YZ. And got photos of that right here to show you. You want to cut that open. We have videos showing you how to cut, but you can use a hot knife, a Dremel tool, whatever you want to do to cut it open. And then clean everything up, clean all the sharp edges, and then put it back. Make sure, obviously, you're not getting any plastic pieces into your boot going into your throttle body and motor. So then we left the stock header, and we got the FMF slip-on exhaust. We still have a spark arrestor, so we're going to be good on our the trails we need to be spark arrestor legal on. So with all those mods there added, this thing runs like a regular motocross 450. So really cool, easy mods. The clutch, the internals of this engine will go a long time. This bike was bought secondhand and got a good deal on the bike. We paid around $3,700, which might sound like a lot for a 15, but an electric start 450 with fuel injection, it's a pretty good deal. 18-inch rear wheel that comes with, and kickstand. Those features are pretty nice to have. So got the good Yamaha reliability. So then at this point, we went ahead and added a few things to finish this thing off. I had some good used tires, Dunlop MX-33 front and AT81 rear. Put those on. We got some wraparound handguards here on top, and we ran the stock bars. We got our Works connection clutch lever, the one that was bent, and our Works connection perch. Now if you switch out the perch, you'll need to wire the two wires together from there that only allow it to start with the clutch engaged. So you'll block those two off. The rest of this bike is how we got it. It's really good shape. Suspension's actually really good stock. We're a big fan of these forks. So suspension's good. Great bike. And I can't think of anything else. But as you can see, this is a really good bike, and for not a lot of money, you can make this thing a real runner. So I guess what you'd compare it to is, say, a Honda 450X, which has a carburetor. This bike's probably a lot better than that, mainly because of the fuel injection, and maybe I'd say suspension's probably comparable, but with having the fuel injection sure helps when you're going up and down in elevation and everything. You don't have to deal with that stuff. So a really good, strong bike that should last you a long time if you get one. So if you can find a good deal on one of these, like I said, go for it. You can't go wrong. So good bike. Hopefully we'll see you out in the track or trail soon.